everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and it's day 12 of Micro Machine March 2. So today we have a very unique vessel from the Star Wars universe, and one I have been fascinated with for the longest time. But I'm not gonna lie, I still don't know how to pronounce the damn thing. Now, I don't know if the W's sound like V's, but I think the ship sounds better like that. So anywho, today we're looking at the Star Wars Micro Machine Shriwirr. Later called the Shriwirr after a Jedi, was the ssi-ruu shree-class battlecruiser. Now this was first seen in the ssi-ruu, which is a novel, and this thing is amazing. Not only is it made by the Shriwirr, which is basically a lizard reptilian type race, but on this ship they have something called entekment labs. Now what this would do is it would go through space and it would find, let's just say, a Mon Calamari cruiser. It would disable it with ion cannons, drag it in with tractor beams, take the materials from the ship and the passengers, and combine the materials with the passengers' quote-unquote souls, and make battle droids and starfighter droids. That blew me away. Now, on this ship, there is over 500 droid starfighters and other personnel on the ship. This thing is a beast. Now, besides those starfighters, it does have everything a normal capital ship has. Turbo lasers, ion cannons, comms arrays, launch bays, landing bays, shields, all that stuff. So if you're looking to find this particular ship, you can find it in the Star Wars Micro Machines Epic Collection number 3, ssi-ruu, and it was released around 1996. So listen, I could talk about this ship for literally hours, and maybe one day I'll do a lore series about all these vessels. But for now, let's just focus on the Micro Machine at hand, and let's get right to the review. Now this thing is 1 3/4 inches long, which is pretty nice for our Micro Machines, and we do have a lot to cover. So we're going to look at the mold, the paint, put on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. And now, kicking this review off looking at the mold, I must say this is one of the most interesting designs for a Star Wars vessel I've ever seen. And as a kid, it always fascinated me. We have some nice designs coming down here, like scales, modules, little recesses with modules, antennae, which is very nice. I love the line work here with the little raised sections. We have our blisters and little bumps. I like this section. I always thought these were eyes and this was a mouth. Pretty interesting. I like it a lot, and I love the engine section. Pretty cool. Okay, so on the bottom we have our copyright crap, peg port. Right here is all the launch bays in between these scales. We have landing bays here. Coming down to the front, right here is where there are ion cannons, comm arrays, turbo lasers, all that stuff. And there's weapons scattered throughout. These red/orange raised sections, those are the shield emitters. Then we have our blisters, which are done amazingly. I like the detail on them. Like bullseyes. Pretty sick. And then moving on to the back, we have our engine. And I love the little lines in between there, like a grate. Just fantastic stuff. And basically that's everything about the mold. There's not too much to this bad boy. So now let's look at the paint. Alright, looking at the paint on this vessel, I must say, there's only 4 different colors. We have a nice dark blue for the bottom with the launch bays, the front with the comms area and ion cannons, and in the back for the engine. We have off-gray white for the actual color of the vessel, which is nice. Then we have a forest green almost for the blisters, and an orangey red for the shield emitters. Now, I'm not going to lie, the paint on mine is very messy. You can see it's a little dirty right there, a little rough around the edges here. A little drip right there on the lip. Coming in the back, you can see the blue's coming off. The green isn't done too well. And we have like blue and green smeared here. But let me be honest. We're lucky Micro Machines even made this ship to begin with. So I can't be too aggravated. But, you know, every vehicle is different. You could have one that's perfect and mine could just be messed up. So, like I said with the mold, it's a very unique vessel. And even though it does have some paint defects, I'm happy with it. I still love this vessel quite a bit. So that does it for the mold and the paint. So now let's put this bad boy on a stand, compare it, and then we'll be done. And just like most Micro Machine ships, it comes with a cool translucent stand. Just peg it in the port like so, and you're good to go. Now for a little size comparison with the Shriwirr, We have it next to a Galoob X-Wing Starfighter and also a Galoob Imperial Star Destroyer. Nice ships all around, very detailed. And that does it for my review today of the Star Wars Micro Machine Shriwirr. Now again, the Shree-class battlecruiser was first seen in True Sepultura, which is a novel, and for its length, it's 1 3/4 inches long, which is pretty nice. Now in the beginning of the video, I went over a brief history of the ship, and it's awesome. It's weird, it's abstract from what we're used to in the Star Wars universe, and I think that's what makes it a little awesome. But why is the model good? Well, first of all, the mold is pretty impressive. For our Micro Machines, we got all these lines and modules, recesses. My favorite sections are the engines, the blisters, and the front. I think that's done very nice. The whole ship is pretty good. Now for the paint, it's hit and miss. Mine's a little messy, especially in the front, the blister in the front, and little smears here and there. But listen, on the whole, this is a very unique ship. We're lucky we even got it to begin with. Despite the paint, I still like it. Now, some people are iffy on that, so you know what? It could just be mine. Not all of them are identical. If you're a fan of Micro Machines, you know the paint changes from ship to ship sometimes. And also, it comes with that great translucent stand to help it go with the rest of the collection, which is a nice touch. So if you're looking to buy this bad boy, he is located in the Star Wars Micro Machines Epic Collection number 3, True Sepultura, released around 1996. Now, I've seen these sets go from anywhere from $5 to $10. They're very cheap, so if you're interested, go check them out. So I recommend this ship for anybody who's a fan of True Sepultura or expanded universe vessels. This one is very unique, and it will stand out in your collection. So that's everything I have to say about this vessel today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, hit that like button. If you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.